Hi, everybody. Welcome to this first ever virtual presentation of our senior awards at the Herbert School. My name is Mark Lukasiewicz. I'm the Dean of the Herbert School. In this strange time, we would normally be doing this in Studio A, but we can't do that right now. We very much hope we're going to do it in Studio A when we're back, hopefully for the August 23rd commencement date that's been put out there as a distinct possibility. But in the meantime, we thought at the traditional time, at the end of the semester, we should do this virtually in some way to let all of our senior students and their families and friends celebrate their achievements this year. So we're going to get underway. This is an experiment. Thanks to our intrepid David Henney, our social media director, has put all this together. But David, I don't know if you're listening somewhere out in the ether, but you forgot one thing. I don't have a script. Do you have anything? Hi, yeah. Do you have anything for me? Because it's kind of a problem.
Yeah, I thought that might happen. I have an extra one.
Oh, do you? Okay, hang on. Let me see if I can get it. Just a sec. Let me just see here. Okay, pass it. Yeah. Okay, got it. Thank you very much.
All right.
Oh yeah, this is it. Great. Okay, so let's get underway then. We have nine count 'em seniors we're celebrating today, and we're going to start with the intrepid Sean McNally. Sean will graduate with a BS in video, television, and film. He's a producer of TNL, an integral part of the show's first ever College TV Emmy nomination, something of which we're very proud that Sean and a lot of his pals put together to make happen. Sean traveled to Los Angeles as part of the 2019 Hofstra in LA trip. Faculty tell us Sean is one of the single most creative people they've worked with, who has an absolutely killer work ethic. So thank you, Sean, and congratulations on your honor, and welcome.
Hey, Dean Luke, how you doing?
It's great to see you. It's great to see you. So listen, tell us sort of what this means to you, and share maybe a favorite memory or two of the Herbert School as you graduate.
Well, first off, this is a huge honor for me. Something that I wasn't even fully aware of during my time at Hofstra. And when I got the email, I was, it was just such an honor, and it really was nothing that I was expecting. What's been so great about my time at Hofstra and everything is really been, the people that are there, people that are around me. I've spent a lot of time at TNL, and I can honestly say that it wouldn't be as fulfilling as it is if it weren't for the people that are at Hofstra and the people that do TNL.
That's really excellent to hear. Now, some of us who have followed your career at Hofstra know that your dog plays a particular part in your creativity. So I'm a little disappointed we're not seeing the dog right now, but that's okay. What are your career ambitions? What are you anticipating going into as you launch your career?
Well, I'm almost hesitant to say, because I came in as a film major, and the only thing I wanted to do was make movies. And I wound up getting involved with TNL and getting heavily involved with the TV program. So, I right now I have an idea of what I want, and I'm kind of pushing myself towards that, but I always like to keep myself open, because if you told me as a freshman that I would wind up producing TNL, I'd tell you to get out of here. There's no way that's going to happen. But, here I am, and I had such a great time doing it. And it was really an amazing learning experience. So, yeah, I'm going to keep myself open for now.
Well, I think that's a smart way to go. And I have to say what you just said about you've seen you as a freshman, nobody could have imagined you as producer of TNL. Having seen you in action as producer of TNL, that's really gratifying to hear. It's great to know. And I hope that every freshman and sophomore listening to this or watching this awards broadcast will take some inspiration from that part of what the school is about is finding your passion and taking that step to realize your ambition. So congratulations again, Sean. We really appreciate having you here, and I hope we'll stay in touch in the years ahead.
Absolutely. Thank you so much, Dean Luke, for everything you've done.
My pleasure. Terrific. All right, let's move on. Number 2, we are going to introduce to you Sabrina Zapata. Sabrina Zapata is our BA in Film Studies and Production Senior of the Year. Sabrina produced 10 films in her time at Hofstra, 4 of which were thesis films. She also has 3 years under her belt at the Heat Network show Director's Cut, first as head writer, then as show producer. Our faculty praised Sabrina as nurturing, supportive, protective of the artistic process, professional, tough, and competent. So thank you, Sabrina, and welcome to this virtual award show.
Hi, Dean Luke. How are you?
I'm good. I'm hearing you but not seeing you. I hope we're going to fix that, or David will tell me on the back end. But why don't you share some of your favorite memories of your time at Hofstra?
I have so many unbelievable memories from my time at the Herbert School. From producing films to being on director's cut, a lot of it was always just a creative process. And like Sean said, working with the people in my department has been nothing but fantastic. Just from making packages, we did a package a couple years ago on director's cut where we brought out so many film students to do a remake of Captain America Civil War, which was so fun. We did so many different things with it, learned so much together and grew together. Making thesis films, producing thesis films, that has always been a blessing and such a learning experience. And that was one of the biggest highlights of my career so far at Hofstra, truly.
That's excellent. That's excellent to hear. And as you contemplate the next stage and launching a career, and obviously it's a crazy, weird time, but a story full time. I'm wondering, have your ambitions changed as you had your career at Hofstra the way Sean's did, or did you always have your passion? What do you intend to pursue?
Truth be told, I've thoroughly enjoyed the producer's part of filmmaking, and that's something I definitely am holding my ambitions to, and to keep doing that. But to write as well, I've loved writing since I was a kid, and that's something that I've wanted to do for a long time. So I'll continue to do that. My specific path, I think, is a little cloudy right now, like I think many filmmakers and independent filmmakers are. But I think that with the way that things are going now, there's going to be a big change and a big opportunity for me to find my specific path in the way that the career field of film is now re-beginning, so to say. So we'll see really what happens.
Congratulate you. I want to thank you for all the hard work you've done at the school. I think what you just said is such an important perspective for all of our students. You know, I am a year and a half into my role as dean here at the Herbert School, but I am in the 42nd year of my career in media. So it really pays to take the long view. This is a moment in time, and all of you are going to find your way in an industry that is only going to get bigger and better when all of this is behind us. So take care. Congratulations. Thank you for being here.
Thank you. I do appreciate it.
And let's move on. So let's move on to our third award. Our next is Alea Dinkins. Alea is our BA in Television Studies and Production Senior of the Year. She participated in Hofstra Votes Live, WRHU, and Hofstra in LA. She interned at ABC. She is a NOAA scholar. And the faculty praise Alea as being a great thinker with an admirable work ethic. So thank you, Alea, and congratulations. I hope we'll see you here in a second. There you are.
Hi, how are you?
I'm terrific. Congratulations on a terrific achievement.
Thank you so much. I'm highly honored, and I have just so much gratitude. And this really came out of nowhere. And it was such a surprise, and I feel extremely humbled by giving this award.
Well, you deserve it. The faculty picked these awards, and you were their choice, and you deserve every second of this praise you have. What is your memory of the Herbert School that you'll take with you, or a particular moment you'd like to talk about?
I think my most favorite part of being a part of the Lawrence Herbert School of Communication was taking writing courses. When I would do classes with Professor Tarson, I always felt like I was in my element and I found my people, so to speak. You know, just be able to like laugh and share ideas and everybody collaborate, and then to take one of your ideas, something that was just in your head, and then have it become a thing that's in real life, a tangible piece of artwork, has always been something that I appreciated and something that I'll hold with me going forward.
Well, that's terrific to hear. You know that writing is something I care deeply about for all of our students. And you mentioned Professor Tarson. I don't know whether you know, but he and Professor Harbaugh were just picked out by Variety magazine last week as 2 of 11 educators worldwide they honored as star educators in the entertainment field. So you have been studying with one of the best, and you've turned into one of the best, which is terrific. What is your ambition for your career looking forward?
So if we're talking end goals, when people ask me like, what do I want to be when I grow up? I want to own my own television network and production company. But if we're talking right when I graduate, starting small, I'd like to write for children's television. So like a Nickelodeon or Cartoon Network.
That's an excellent idea and an excellent career path. And everybody send your resumes to Alea for her to put it in her file for when she opens her network a few years from now. Congratulations.
Thank you so much. Have a good one.
You too. You're welcome. All right. We're 3 down, 6 to go. Let's start now with Celeste Richards. Celeste is our BA Radio Production and Studies Senior of the Year. According to Dennis Quinn, our faculty member and WRHU advisor, she likes to read audio, hardware, and software manuals for fun. Sounds like something I did as a student. So congratulations, Celeste. Welcome, and congratulations again on this honor. How are you?
I'm great. I can't believe he brought that story up.
Oh, there's got to be a little praise and a little embarrassment. That's how it works.
He loves that story so much. I realized that nobody had like a really in-depth knowledge of the equipment that we had in the room, and we have so much amazing equipment in that room. So I was like, well, let me just start right from scratch.
Very smart approach. So why don't you also, I've been asking everybody to talk about a favorite memory or particular insight into their experience at the school. And I'd ask you the same question.
I think one of the coolest things has been watching how the radio program has been evolving, and how Dennis Quinn and others have really been taking student feedback on how they can improve the program and stuff like that. I got to be part of building a whole new class. Basically, over the past 3 years, we've introduced a whole new class that we are teaching now, which is basically music recording and editing. We bring in an industry professional and audio engineer, Pat Viala, who's won Grammys, to help teach this class. And it's been really cool to watch as the program has grown and evolved.
That's terrific. And also, as I've asked the others, do you have a sense of where your career will take you, what your career ambition is at this point?
I'm trying to keep open. Whatever jobs come along, I'm happy to take. As long as I'm doing something in sound, I'm happy, honestly.
Well, that's also a great perspective. I think one of the things students sometimes don't realize is that audio radio, which teaches you all those great skills, also translate into skills in sound in all other media. And there is a tremendous need for sound production across the board. So you're well positioned. So thank you again for being here. I'm sorry we can't meet you dogs. Is that a dog or a cat?
It's a dog here.
Oh, come on. We now have 10 award winners. Congratulations to you and your family. This is terrific, and we're glad you joined us today. We'll see you, I hope, in August, if not before.
Thank you. It's an honor.
You're welcome. All right. Number 5. We're crossing the halfway point now. Next, we have Ben Wilkie. Ben is our BS Video, Television, and Business Senior of the Year. Ben worked with Pride Productions. According to Randy Hillebrand, Ben has been a tremendous leader and kind of a jack of all trades around the school. And I have come to know, both in my professional career and at the Herbert School, the kinds of people who can kind of get anything done in a crisis and make stuff work are people you really like to have around in our business. And apparently Ben is one of those. So welcome, Ben, and congratulations.
Hi, can you hear me?
Gotcha.
All right, cool. All right, cool. Thanks for having me. It's a great honor. I was really surprised, but thank you.
Well, you shouldn't be. Share with everybody a favorite memory of yours, perhaps some last minute hack you carried off that allowed somebody to get their show on the air or get their film done.
So I guess we were doing the Shakespeare broadcast 2 years ago. It's like one of the longest running Shakespeare broadcasts the theater department does. We do a nice broadcast of it every year, and we had something wrong with the camera was showing the time code on. It was sending out the time code to our TriCaster. So I just decided to scale it in and we kind of worked around that. So that was pretty nice, pretty cool.
That's a smart hack. So you basically brought the picture in to cut out the time.
Yeah, yeah.
Good for you. That's clever. So, obviously we're in a strange time. The next few months are going to be weird, but where are you on your sort of thinking about your career path and what you want to do in the business down the road?
I really like sports production. I do a lot of camera work. I do replay work. I want to keep doing that, but eventually, I want to get into the more business side of things. I'm gonna go for my MBA here at Hofstra, and hopefully that will kind of vault me up into the position I want to be in.
That's a very smart choice. Good for you. And it also means good for us, because maybe you're going to be around if we have a technical emergency, which we have from time to time. So make sure we don't lose your number, okay?
All right.
All right. Well, you have a great rest of your day, and congratulations again, and thank you for being with us. Okay, number 6. Let me introduce somebody a lot of you know, Taylor Clark. I'm doing journalism senior year. Chronicle, faculty president is Herbert School Seniors. Welcome. Congratulations.
Hi, thank you so much.
It's great to see you. As I said, I wish we could be doing this in person, but I'm confident we will. We'll do the replay a little later. But in the meantime, I know you have many memories of Hofstra, but maybe you can pick one out and share one with everybody.
I mean, every layout night for the Chronicle, when we're all the editors and us, we're in the newsroom, really late nights. Those are going to be some of my favorite memories of all time. But I am particularly reflecting on Hofstra Votes, because that was an incredible night, and it really got to, kind of put all of our skills together and work with other clubs, and it was an opportunity of a lifetime. So thank you for that.
You're welcome. That was an early highlight of my time at the Herbert School, and I remember being very impressed by you and your colleagues from the Chronicle, because you not only worked wall to wall to get that broadcast on the air, but then when everybody else celebrated and went home, you guys stuck around and spent the rest of the night into the late hours of the morning producing a special issue of the Chronicle. As you look ahead, what do you see for yourself as a career? What's shaped you? What are your thoughts?
Well, I've had 2 internships in social media, which I've absolutely loved, because they kind of let me, put a little bit of video editing, a little bit of writing. It's kind of all the parts of journalism that I love. But so far, I mean, none of the classes at Hofstra and none of the clubs at Hofstra have felt like work, because I've loved it so much. So I just want to continue that kind of mentality. So I'm hoping to find a job, whatever it may be, that doesn't feel like work, because I enjoy it so much.
You know what? I'm pretty confident you will, and I think that's a great outlook to have. Work is a lot easier when it's something you want to get up and do every day. And that's a blessing that a lot of people in our business have that people in other businesses don't. Congratulations to you and your family, and I look forward to seeing you, as I say, in August, if not sooner.
Thank you. I'm looking forward to it.
You're welcome. You're welcome. All right, thanks. We've got 3 to go now. Let's go now to Paula Chirinos. Paula is a BA in Public Relations Senior of the Year, and faculty praise Paula Chirinos as the definition of a world changer. Her hard work and determination will bring issues of diversity and inclusiveness to the forefront. I've had the pleasure of meeting Paula more than once during my brief time at the Herbert School. So welcome back, Paula, and congratulations on your award. Oh, you're muted.
Sorry about that.
No.
Hi, Dean Luke. So nice to speak with you.
Congratulations. So maybe you can share, like everybody else, a special memory or 2 from the school, from your time at the school.
Yeah, definitely. I feel like I have so many special memories at the Herbert School. I'll share 2. My first memory that I can recall is visiting the Herbert School for the first time when I was a senior in high school, when I was at First Admitted Students Day. I remember going into the Herbert School, listening to Professor Morisoff talk about the program so passionately. And then when we were in a breakout session with the rest of the professors, me and my mom were just sitting there listening to everyone. And we went up to Professor Semple. And we asked her, we said, you know, Paula, my mom said this, she said, Paula is so shy, and public relations seems like it's a profession where you have to really talk to people. So how do you think she can succeed? That's essentially what we asked. And Professor Semple, I remember what she told me very vividly. She said, anyone could be great at public relations. It's a process that as you get into the profession, as you have years of experience, you will learn to adapt. And public relations is a field that is just so profound. It's so diverse, and everyone needs public relations, whatever industry you are. So that's something that I've always loved about the profession. And I've seen that passion grow within me as I've taken classes with all of my PR professors. When I started with Professor Morisoff, I've become close with all of my professors. You know, I've really seen that message that Professor Semple told me in the very beginning just come to life. And I feel like I am very passionate now about the field, and I've learned so much. I have so many different experiences that really just kind of made that feeling stronger, especially the Hofstra LA trip that I went to recently this past January. That was so exciting. Two of my fellow colleagues, Alea and Jared, went on the trip with me. So, you know, just building that relationship with some of my classmates and just getting to network with professionals in the field who are in top positions at these major companies, and just realizing that they're still close with their Herbert School professors, and that they wouldn't have been where they are right now if it wasn't for the relationships that they made through the Herbert School. So those are some of my favorite memories. I really think I've come a long way, but I certainly would not be where I am if it wasn't for the guidance and the resources that I received through this school. So thank you so much to everyone who supported me throughout these years.
Well, you're welcome, and it's interesting to hear you talk, because I cannot imagine you as a shy person, having only met you recently. So you have obviously taken advantage of the training that the school has given you and the opportunities the school has given you to really build yourself into the person you are today and set yourself on a path to be the person you will be tomorrow. What are you thinking about in terms of career path once you leave the Herbert School?
In terms of career path, I feel like with public relations, as I've mentioned, it's such a diverse field. It's very open, and I, like my colleagues, am very open to different opportunities. For me, being a first-generation student and a Hispanic immigrant, global affairs and global communications has always been something that I've been interested in going into. Like currently, I'm interning at the United Nations Foundation, so that kind of solidified my passion for global relations. But with that, I'm feeling that I want to add my insights, my bilingualism, and my cultural knowledge to create multicultural campaigns that resonate with Hispanic communities, whether that's in the Latin American region or the Hispanic communities here in the United States. So I would definitely like to specialize in multicultural marketing. So I'm definitely looking into going to a global public relations agency. And there are so many options within that space. So I'm very hopeful of the job opportunities that will come for my future. But it's going to be a gradual progress. You know, I definitely have a lot more to learn as a young professional. I will stay in touch with all of my professors at the Herbert School. I'm very excited about what is to come for sure. I definitely will keep my connections, network, and see where that takes me. I feel like I'm so open to many things.
Well, congratulations again. It sounds like you've got a great head on your shoulders and a smart perspective on your future and the industry's future. And we look forward to watching you succeed and absolutely staying in touch. So Paula Chirinos, thank you very much.
Thank you so much.
All right, we've got two more to go. Let's go next to our next senior award winner, and that is Jared Brown, our BA in Mass Media Studies Senior of the Year. Faculty praise Jared as a student who seems to take joy in learning, a shining example of someone willing to give of himself to support and help others. That is high praise indeed. Thank you, Jared. Congratulations and welcome.
Thank you for having me.
It's terrific. It's terrific to see you from what I'm guessing that's a basement. Is that a basement?
My basement. I have way too many siblings to be near them.
You know what? There are many, many big broadcasts going on from many basements right now. It's completely fine. So congratulations, and share with us, a story or two about your time at the Herbert School.
Well, of course, I can't forget the Hofstra in LA trip where I went with Paula and Alea to LA. And we each were paired with one-on-one with someone out there that Professor Morisoff or Professor Gershon thought that we would pair well with. And I was paired with Ray Palantonio, who was the daytime program person for CBS. So he was in charge of The Price is Right, Let's Make a Deal, and shows like that. So I learned a lot from him. He took my resume. He spoke to me a lot about what he's looking forward to with the current media landscape and things like that, because through my Hofstra career, I studied the media landscape and how it's evolving. So things like that.
Excellent. And, one of the things about media studies, of course, is you get a really broad understanding of all the different aspects of media and set yourself up very well to kind of go deeper in any direction you want to. Have you chosen a direction yet? Are you still thinking?
I have not chosen a direction, but this pandemic is going to change the media landscape forever. Right now, I'm doing a huge research project for my interpersonal mediated communications class with Dr. Drucker, with a few of my classmates. One is actually watching right now. Hi, Jenna. We're actually doing a survey. We're surveying students, parents, teachers, and administrators about how they're coping with the virtualization of education and how it's going to change their outlook on education and how they're going to change education for the future.
That's really fascinating. You never would have thought of education as media form, but it's become that very aggressive, obviously, in the last few months. And I think we're going to be seeing a lot more of that. So that's a really interesting study. I have a feeling a lot of people want to read the results of that when you're done with it.
I'll be happy to share it.
So listen, congratulations again. Congratulations to your family.
Thank you.
Stay safe in your basement or wherever else you go to. And we'll talk to you in person, hopefully, when commencement graduation rolls around.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome. All right, and that brings us to our last award, and that is the inimitable Leah Lane. Leah Lane is our BS Video Television Senior of the Year. As many of you know, Leah has a passion for creating comedic content. She's the head writer for TNL. She also directed a scene in the Herbert School sitcom Advanced German. Faculty praise Leah as enthusiastic about everything she does. I can attest to that. She inspires her peers to share that enthusiasm. So thank you, Leah, and welcome.
Hi, thank you so much for having me.
Great to see you. Love the sash.
Yeah, no, it's my Heat Network stole. I just got in the mail and, I didn't know when I would be able to wear it soon, so I thought this was the appropriate time.
I think that's absolutely cool. Well, congratulations. We're delighted to see you here. You're the final batter in the lineup here. Tell us about some of your favorite memories of the Herbert School.
Oh my gosh, it's so hard to choose. I was able to go on Hofstra in LA last year. I've been the head writer for TNL, so obviously TNL holds such an important part in my heart. I've been a writer there since I was a freshman. But honestly, this past last semester, when I was able to direct a scene of Advanced German, oh, there I am right now. It was amazing. I really felt like it was a culmination of so many aspects of working in the communications school. When you're directing a scene, it's not about you as the director. It's about your crew. It's about your classmates. And so being able to be in that control seat was great, but it was so much more about seeing all the amazing work of my classmates. And so being able to see all of that come together, the hard work of the writers, the Jeremy, who was doing lighting, Victoria Chong, who was doing tech managing, Sophie, everyone, it was incredible to see everyone come together. And so, I don't know, I feel like there's nothing more emblematic of my time at the Herbert School than being able to be in that position with all of my friends and classmates and colleagues.
It's a real testament. And I think a lot of people get the idea that, working well with friends and is something that happens in college, not in the professional world. And that's just not true. All of the attributes you bring to the table, inspiring your classmates, working collaboratively with people in very difficult situations under pressure sometimes, is absolutely key to success in the real world, where you also have to persuade people to be on your side and bring their A game. And you do that by being a great partner as you've been. What about you and your career ambitions? What do you have in mind?
Oh my gosh, so many options. It's funny, a lot of people have said that they're not exactly sure what they want to do. And, I feel like I've been kind of in that same boat for a while. I thought, comedy, I'm going to be in late night TV. And I still love that, but, like interest shift and change. I've been really into writing, for children's media recently. I love that the ability to really like change the world and inspire a younger generation through your work. And I think that it's something that I'd love to pursue. I've recently been submitting my pilots to a lot of fellowship programs, thanks to the help of course, Jeffrey Tarson, who's been an incredible inspiration for that. And so hopefully writing children's media, but who knows?
It is the world is your oyster, and I know you will find the right fit for yourself and grow on to do great things. So congratulations again, Leah, and thank you for being with us.
Absolutely. Thank you so much for having me.
Our pleasure. All right. Well, that winds it up, folks. That is all 9 of our senior award winners, and we congratulate every single one of them for doing really, really amazing work. And I know a lot of our alums and future alums are watching this, so I want to especially reach out and remind you of how important the support of our alumni network is to students like the ones you've just met and many others. It is those alumni connections, those one-on-one connections sometimes, that provide that foot in the door, that first step into a career that makes such a great difference to the 9 you're looking at right now and all the rest of our students. And we hope you will stay involved with us. I am at Dean Luke on social media. Reach out to me directly, or at Herbert School HU. Follow their work, follow our work, stay connected to it. I'm inspired every day by what I see from these students. It is a tough time, we all know that, but it's not going to last forever. Media and communication has been more important today than ever in history. As a parting word, I would remind you of something that we put up in big letters at the crossroads of the hallways of our school. And it's a quote that says, "Great stories happen to those who tell them." All of these young people are storytellers. All of our students are storytellers. And it really is true that great stories happen to those who tell them. So thank you for being with us. We hope you'll stay in touch, and we hope to see you all in person when we can gather in person. I hope very, very soon. Thanks for being with us.